Hey, what's up, guys? It's me. It's me, Jake. Uh, you can call me Jacob, Jake Pickles. It's it is what people call me when they why do I look so squat? uh, why do I look so squat? I'm in my work clothes. Please don't mind me. And then our important agenda for tonight is nothing important. There's nothing of note. It is just a Saturday evening. Work was really easy. It was really nice. I kind of just, except for the ride there. The ride there was just all uphill, and the wind was blowing against me, and it was very uncomfortable. I did not find it enjoyable at all. I was very grouchy. But work was just like cook chicken, clean. And then the wind blew me back, and it was really nice. It was super easy. It was super chill. I got home faster than it felt like. Because it took the same amount of time, but it was just, it felt way easier. I didn't feel like a struggle at all. Not that it's ever like a struggle, but it's like a little more of a nuisance than I would like. Why is there shit on my wall? Anyways, that's irrelevant, but I'm really curious as to what that is. I have my lamp in a different spot, and it's illuminating something on my wall that displeases me greatly. I'm just gonna play my guitar for a little bit, and then I already did my Genshin dailies before I went to work, so I'm not too worried about that. Anybody else feel like they can never get their glasses clean? Do they ever, like, come clean? Or do you just clean them endlessly and then eventually give up? I'm glad, well, I'm not glad they're cheap glasses, but when I got them, I was like, I don't really need glasses, do I? Like, I've gone 35 years without glasses, like, how come, like, what about, I suppose it's because, like, I actually went to the eye doctor and was like, yeah, do the thing, I just want to make sure. I didn't think they really did anything till I was at work the other day, and the screen where all the orders show up, there's a little tiny clock in the corner. I love my watch at work too. Kind of grouch about that, but I know it'll be there when I come back. I'm not too worried. I was like, oh yeah, there's a little clock in the corner of the screen, right? And I looked, and I read it, and then I stopped, and I pulled my glasses out, and I looked again, and I was like, wow, that's... I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Have I been living my life like that the whole time? No wonder I can't ever hit a skill shot. Like, I can't even can see. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, why I can never aim in Rivals or any first-person shooter. I was like, wow, that's very significant. That is a very noticeable difference. But then, I don't know, it's like I want to test it on stuff. But I don't, like, I suppose, like, it's like, he didn't tell me if am I nearsighted, am I farsighted, am I just, like, regular, slightly, is, like, the symmetry off, or, like, my eyeballs don't line up or something, do I have a lazy eye? I have a lazy eye. Are my eyes lazy? Don't look at me. Terrible. Sorry, the people with lazy eyes. You're not monsters. You're just, what is that called? I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I have no idea. absolutely no idea. And sometimes I just look in the mirror and I'm like, why is the symmetry off? I like symmetry a lot. It's something I've noticed throughout my life. Is symmetrical things are very pleasant and pleasing. Symmetry. It's a wonderful thing. What is symmetry? Symmetry is not looking for scrubs. You guys like my yo-yo? It's my yo-yo. It's a Omega Spectrum. It lights up. I'm kind of bad at yo-yoing. I can't do some basics, like I just bam. Easy. And, obviously, got a pretty solid sleeper. I don't like to count it out because I get sleepy, but got the forward pass. 10 yards. Kind of need to put a little more tug on it to get it to come backwards. That's my ceiling. I just hit the ceiling. I don't like it in the hell. Let's see it happen. But it doesn't even look that bad. That's kind of crazy. I suppose there's not enough light for it to really catch. What I'm trying to do, I need to set up my little station a little better. I wonder why all my yo-yos break. I don't wonder. I know why they break, because I throw them very hard. I feel like I'm not even throwing it that hard, but they're kind of like cheap plastic. You can get like really nice metal ones, and once I buy a couple more cheap light up ones, I'll probably buy the expensive metal one. Because the metal ones don't light up, and I want it to light up. I like light up ones. And then I can take it to the bar, and everyone's like, "Whoa, dude, what's that?" I'm like, you know what it is. I don't need to tell you nothing. Do you like it? Does it look good? Do I look talented? Am I talented and skilled? Is it a unique ability? I like the lights. I like the lights a lot. There we go. Yeah, my sound's working. I already checked. I had some ideas earlier. First is a pawn shop. I'm not gonna open a pawn shop, but pawn shops, excuse me, have equipment I could use, and it'd be cheap. Cheaper. I don't know what my cheapest option would be. I suppose if I could find somebody who desperately needed to get rid of their equipment for money, it'd be kind of cool. I don't know where to find desperate people though. At a pawn shop, perhaps? Soup kitchen? Should we go to the soup kitchen? But would they have what I need? I could always ask around, right? I want to go to the bar and ask everybody a bunch of questions, but I feel like I might come off a little forward and very, like, what's this guy up to? Why are they asking all these questions? It's like, I just need information. How else do I gather information? Should we go to the library? Then tell me, shh. I'll be like, sorry, lady. But can you help me out? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Can you, do you know somebody I could go talk to, perhaps? I love talking to people. I love asking questions. And I love getting those questions answered. It's almost the best part. Where else could I go? I could go to the church. But church people are always too, like, helpful. And then, you know, not that my intentions aren't pure, and, you know, I have no, you know, I have no evil intentions, and I'm not gonna commit atrocities or crimes against mankind, you know, but, there's an Ed Sheeran lyric. Hold on, let me remember. I've got sinning on my mind, sipping on red wine. I've been sitting here for ages, ripping out the pages. How'd I get so faded? How'd I get so faded? Oh, no, don't leave me lonely now. If you loved me, never learn. Oh, color crimson in my eyes. One or two could bring my mind. Bloodstream, track 7, multiply. Honestly, it's after photograph, but I could be wrong. Not the Nickelback song either. Nothing wrong with Nickelback. Is there something wrong? Maybe. I have no idea. You know, I think. You know, fuck it. Did they put on a good show? Did they have too many ballads? I feel like I would put on one of their albums and I would just be like, this is just like a bunch of ballads and not really, it's not really my style. Ballads bore me. I don't mind waltzes though. Or slow dance, perhaps. Every memory walking out the front door. I got my photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's time to say it. Goodbye. Something, because something's going out the front door, and now I'm walking out the back door. Right, something like that. I'm gonna throw my yo-yo some more, but I need to, I need to get my practice in. I kind of want to just play. It is Saturday night. I don't have enough lights, I'm sorry. The stream title for, what the hell is this? Why are you talking to me right now? Let me see. What are we looking at? Better be good. Why is my phone being jank? Bro. You better stop doing that. Why are you being so janky? YouTube, stop that. the ad was. Is it because I have every app still open? My god. Anyways. Caesar Linnea. Linnea? Am I even saying her name right? This is the kind of stuff I hope to see in March. U.S. aviator missing after Iran shot down fighter jet. What? What are they actually doing? Hold on, we should watch this real quick. Sorry. Which of these shows would you consider watching? Stranger Things? No. Kevin? No. One Piece? Albite Arc? Perhaps. I'm really far behind though. I haven't watched that. Star Wars, Maul, Shadow Lord. I'll go with One Piece and Star Wars.
U.S. Special Forces. It was a risky operation following a life-or-death race between the U.S. and Iran to reach him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to News at 11. I'm Rick Chambers.
And I'm Green Winter. We begin with that breaking news in the war with Iran. President
Operation following a life-or-death race between the U.S. and Iran to reach him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to News at 11. I'm Rick Chambers.
And I'm Green Winter. We begin with that breaking news in the war with Iran. President Trump now confirming that the officer whose jet was shot down over Iran has been rescued by U.S. forces.
Yeah, the White House says that the officer was injured, but he's safe. Lindsay Pena is live in the news center with the latest. Lindsay?
Rick, Kareem, the White House saying the military had been monitoring the airman's location 24 hours a day over the past 2 days and carefully planning this rescue. The president issuing a statement just a few minutes ago saying in part, "We got him, my fellow Americans." Over the past several hours, the United States military pulled off one of the most daring search and rescue operations in U.S. history. At my direction, the U.S. military sent dozens of aircraft armed with the most lethal weapons in the world to retrieve him. He sustained injuries, but he will be just fine. Meanwhile, the president has threatened to target Iranian power facilities if the country doesn't reopen the Strait of Hormuz by Monday. Video shared by President Trump on Truth Social Saturday of what he says is a major military operation in Tehran. Quote, "Many of Iran's military leaders who have led them poorly and unwisely are terminated, along with much else, with this massive strike." Just hours earlier, the president also posting that Iran has 48 hours to open the Strait of Hormuz before, quote, "all hell will rain down on them." In response to Trump's threats over the Strait of Hormuz, one of Iran's top military leaders made comments on state media saying his country will target all infrastructure used by the U.S. and Israel in the region if aggression against Iran escalates. The exchange coming amid a tense search for a missing airman from an F-15 fighter jet that went down Friday over enemy territory. While one of the pilots had been rescued, the other remained unaccounted for until late Saturday. The Iranian government had been urging people inside Iran to find and turn over that pilot, and even offered a bounty equivalent to $60,000. Another military aircraft went down on Friday as well. An A-10 Thunderbolt II crashed in the Persian Gulf near the Strait of Hormuz. In that instance, the pilot was able to get out of Iranian territory before ejecting and was eventually rescued. Again, the missing airman who went down over Iran Friday has been safely rescued. The president only identifying him as a colonel. We don't know anything else about his identity or the identity of the F-15 pilot who was rescued earlier. That's the latest from the News Center. Lindsay Pena, KTLA 5 News. Rick Kareem.
Want to get this damage machine for free? Use the code NEMESIS to claim the epic Makento.
You can search through thousands of different sellers to find the exact chase you're looking for. And so whether it's your first or 100th chase, you gotta get on Whatnot.
Now at 11, breaking news in the war with Iran. A missing Air Force officer whose fighter jet was shot down over Iran has been rescued by U.S. Special Forces. It was a risky operation following a life-or-death race between the U.S. and Iran to reach him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to News at 11. I'm Rick Chambers.
And I'm Green Winter. We begin with that breaking news in the war with Iran. President Trump now confirming that the officer whose jet was shot down over Iran has been rescued by U.S. forces.
Yeah, the White House says that the officer was injured, but he's safe. Lindsay Pena is live in the news center with the latest. Lindsay?
Rick Kareem, the White House saying the military had been monitoring the airman's location 24 hours a day over the past 2 days and carefully planning this rescue. The president issuing a statement just a few minutes ago saying in part, "We got him, my fellow Americans." Over the past several hours, the United States military pulled off one of the most daring search and rescue operations in U.S. history. At my direction, the U.S. military sent dozens of aircraft armed with the most lethal weapons in the world to retrieve him. He sustained injuries, but he will be just fine. Meanwhile, the president has threatened to target Iranian power facilities if the country doesn't reopen the Strait of Hormuz by Monday. Video shared by President Trump on Truth Social Saturday of what he says is a major military operation in Tehran. Quote, "Many of Iran's military leaders who have led them poorly and unwisely are terminated, along with much else, with this massive strike." Just hours earlier, the president also posting that Iran has 48 hours to open the Strait of Hormuz before, quote, "all hell will rain down on them." In response to Trump's threats over the Strait of Hormuz, one of Iran's top military leaders made comments on state media saying his country will target all infrastructure used by the U.S. and Israel in the region if aggression against Iran escalates. The exchange coming amid a tense search for a missing airman from an F-15 fighter jet that went down Friday over enemy territory. While one of the pilots had been rescued, the other remained unaccounted for until late Saturday. The Iranian government had been urging people inside Iran to find and turn over that pilot, and even offered a bounty equivalent to $60,000. Another military aircraft went down on Friday as well. An A-10 Thunderbolt II crashed in the Persian Gulf near the Strait of Hormuz. In that instance, the pilot was able to get out of Iranian territory before ejecting and was eventually rescued. Again, the missing airman who went down over Iran Friday has been safely rescued. The president only identifying him as a colonel. We don't know anything else about his identity or the identity of the F-15 pilot who was rescued earlier. That's the latest from the News Center. Lindsay Penny at KTLA 5 News. Rick Kareem.
Furnace loud. Furnace loud. Hey, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well, thank you. Just here and ready to help. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. What's the situation with Iran?
The current situation in Iran is quite complex, with reports of military actions, specific attacks on infrastructure, and international tensions. There's also mention of peace talks being discussed, alongside geopolitical developments. Is there a particular aspect you're interested in?
Why are they interfering with the Strait of Hormuz? Or what's the full detailed breakdown of what's going on there?
Tensions in the Strait of Hormuz often stem from geopolitical factors, including control over this crucial shipping lane, which is vital for global oil supplies. Actions like military maneuvers or disputes can escalate tensions. Is there a specific event or reason you're curious about?
Yeah. Well, the jet fighter pilot who was recently rescued, I was curious as to why his plane got shot down, and what events escalated into that situation.
The downing of the F-15E occurred during escalating strikes under Operation True Promise 4, which involved missile attacks on key targets across the region. These incidents contribute to the volatile situation in the Middle East.
Why were those missile attacks carried out?
The missile attacks were part of a sustained retaliatory campaign by Iranian and allied forces, described as a direct response to recent hostilities and targeting critical military staging grounds. The campaign follows a significant escalation in the regional confrontation.
What are they mad about? What's the, why? Where's this escalating stemming from? And don't say geopolitical. Explain what the geopolitical problem is, please and thank you.
I understand. The core tensions often circle around specific conflicts, such as proxy wars in neighboring countries, disputes over regional influence and power balance, and disagreements over international sanctions and policies. These events create a volatile environment where actions can quickly escalate. Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's no specifics though. You kind of just, well, I mean, I suppose it's a myriad of things, right? It's probably not just one thing. They're probably not just hungry. They're probably hungry and thirsty. Understandable. They live in the desert.
That's a fair point. International conflicts are rarely due to a single factor. The interplay of historical grievances, economic interests, political ideologies, and cultural differences often creates a complex web of motivations. Is there another aspect you'd like to explore?
Who are Iran's allies?
Iran's allies can vary, but typically include groups and countries that share similar political interests or strategic goals with Iran. This includes certain political and military groups in the Middle East, such as Hezbollah in Lebanon and some factions in Iraq and Syria. Are you interested in any particular country or group?
No, I was just curious as to what, who is blocking the Strait of Hormuz?
There haven't been explicit blockades recently, but tensions can lead to disruptions. Iran has threatened to block the strait.
Are you 100% sure nobody's blocking the Strait of Hormuz right now?
It appears the situation is more critical than I realized. The Strait of Hormuz is currently being described as blocked, leading to global trade disruptions and increased oil prices. This is partly due to retaliatory actions by Iran following US and Israeli airstrikes.
Oh yes, Israel, of course. In Israel. Thank you.
Yes, the strikes by Israel and the US have contributed to the current blockage and increased tensions. Is there a particular aspect of that dynamic you'd like to understand better?
All of it.
In short, the situation is driven by multiple factors, including direct conflicts, control over key trade routes like the Strait, and long-standing political and economic disputes between Iran, the US, and Israel. It's a deeply intertwined situation.
Yes, it seems so. I have to do more research. Thank you for your time. Could you look up a drum track for me on YouTube?
Sure, I can do that. What kind of drum track are you looking for? Any particular style or length?
Something simple at 120.
I found several options for simple drum tracks at 120 BPM on YouTube, including basic rock beats and practice tools. Do any of those sound like what you're looking for?
Yeah, surprised me.
Great. I can provide the links for those if you'd like, or refine the search further. What works best?
Just drop the link.
Here is a link to a simple rock drum beat at 120 BPM on YouTube. 120 BPM basic rock drum beat backing track, YouTube. Let me know if that works for you.
I have to push the button, don't I? God damn it. Hold up. There it is. This is, no, that's not what I want. There's a button that lets me...
Oh, okay. What were you hoping for then? Something different in style or tempo?
No. Stop. I hate how I have to back out. I feel like there should be a little more integration right there, you know? Which of these brands have you heard of? Jolly Time, Orville, Redenbacher's, Pop Secret, Skinny Pop. Thought it was going to be Pop Socket. I really wanted to pick on that one. I have heard of Jolly Time, Orville. I just Pop Secret. I don't know what that is. Skinny Pop sounds familiar, but I don't know it that well, so I'm sorry. It's like, what is this like? I don't care what it's like. It's just whatever. It is what it is. ham-fistedly do the intonation, and it made it sound worse. Well, I don't think it sounds worse. I think it's just a little off, and I'm not, like, I haven't compensated yet for it. My tuner is, like, lagging. Why are you showing this? Like, it's like literally just like lagging. I hate when I do this. I can't get my fucking finger over the fucking string. Crouch, 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 crouch. See why Justin Bieber got mad when his guitar wasn't tuned. I gotta stop holding the strings down so hard. Sounds better. It's these. I do have my tone knobs set to garbage and junk instead of milky smooth, but you know, we're back to trying to dial it in. It's a long process. It's a long, hard process. You know, when you're working with custom equipment, you know, there's no spec for it, so you just gotta feel it out. Missed my cue. Missed the note. Cheese. This guy's playing cheese. This guy's playing cheese. Is that literally the
After we made it
exact
through the
same
winter,
like
population
photos
was
over and
surging
over
again.
again?
High power was sold.
Crossplay now
I mean, I know I played the exact same
Finally
settings over and
important
over
to me to
again.
earn my degree quickly.
Accelerated online
I'm trying to
degrees in
understand mastery,
cybersecurity,
you know.
designed for busy adults.
And to truly master, you need to truly understand. You know. Am I there, or is there I? In case anybody was wondering. Call me the big Aristotle. Sorry. I've been waiting to use that one. Mash chords, mash chords, mash chords, mash more chords. I can't take my finger on the string. My string doesn't want to go to, you know. Wants to go all the strings, use all the strings all the time, all the strings all the time. And your hands are kind of bad. The furnace is really loud, I can't even hear my own guitar. So I've been really trying to dial in the intonation on this custom piece, right? And it's been a long, strenuous journey. Sometimes you know, it's really humid outside. Sometimes it's not really humid. thanks. I appreciate your service. You do good work. Except, there's only one vent in the basement that the furnace blows out of, and it's in the bathroom, which is on the complete opposite end. It's a little, understandable. I'm kind of glad it's in the bathroom. It's a good spot for it. You know, nobody wants to watch their balls fall off when they get out of the shower. Shit's kind of comfortable. But I don't use the downstairs bathroom ever. Well, I mean, I use it all the time. I don't ever shower down here though. Not because it's like gross or anything, but the water pressure really isn't like that great, and I need a lot of pressure on my hair because I can't. You gotta like when it's just like dripping, it doesn't really. Like, so my hair is greasy and gross and hairy, and I need pressure. Cold pressure. And it just like drips, and it drips a lot. But I need pressure. Give me a fucking power washer. What was I doing? Yes, I was clicking buttons. Clicking buttons. Hope nothing weird shows up. Okay, wonderful. Kind of weird stuff? I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm paying attention. Am I paying attention? Attention is paid regardless. But that's not what we're focused on. Alright, fantastic. This is such a useful tool. Whoever was like, we're just gonna put all the notes of the scale on this fretboard for you, and all you have to do is follow along. Not that I can, like, it's like, okay, what's the minor scale? Minor scale is whole, half, whole, half, whole, right? Whole, half, whole, half, whole. Boom. Major. Whole, half, whole, half. Boom. Do it in a different key. Number one. Whole, half, whole. Oh no, I messed up. Did I do it? Did I win? Where a major triad is 1, 3, 5. They're all not flattened or sharpened, unless you're doing a seventh. Maybe a dominant seventh is flattened. Flat is a flat seventh. But when it comes to add 9, I don't know. Like, when do you sharpen or flat that? But I believe if you sharpen or flat that, it's something else, and it's not an add 9. But the add 9 is the 1, 3, 5 with just a 9 without the 7, though, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm still working on that. And then suspended is depends if is it sus 2 or sus 4. And if there's only 2, well, it's not me, so it's got to be you. Sorry, I like making jokes sometimes. But this is, I understand it's serious stuff. It's real serious stuff. That's why I practice every day. I know I should be working on like memorizing I am memorizing the patterns, right? But I'm not like memorizing the notes that are being played on the pattern. I just know like this is E minor. and E, 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 and then, you know, I follow the formula to get the notes, the rest of the notes, you know, A through G, sharps and flats, no E, F, doesn't have, there's no, and there technically is an E sharp, right? It's just F. In harmonic equivalence, I believe, something like that, I don't know, I'm not 100%. How does that happen? Well, it's because of scale notation, right? Or not scale notation, like when you're writing it out on the sheet, right? The sheet music stuff. It's you know, we'll have, I don't know what would be a good example of where let's see. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Anybody who knows what I'm talking about, though, probably knows what I'm trying to get at. I'm also just trying to learn what would be the most useful for, like, if I was in a band scenario, my bandmate was like, hey, I'm playing this. I could be like, okay, you know, I'll take the key, the chords, and then figure out what, you know, notes I would want to play, you know, including rhythm, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I would only have to, like, essentially bring up this screen, and boom, I could play something. Knowing how to quickly access the information that I would need given a situation, I think is a little more important than just memorizing everything. And because that would take a really long time, and that doesn't sound fun at all, and it seems a little tedious, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think there is merit to it, though, and I feel like it'd be really incredibly useful if I could, like, instead of having to essentially, like, write a whole nother song just to be able to play to a song, I could see being very, like, maybe working a little backwards. Unless they were just, you know, keeping the progressions pretty easy. I feel like every time I try to learn a song, it's like, oh, we're borrowing chords, or we're here's some random chromaticism thrown in, or key change, and then yeah, it's like. I'm just gonna play A minor through the whole thing. Can we just play A minor through the whole thing? Well, we want to switch, you know, to, like, when we switch to the G chord, I'm going to want you to play the G major scale, not just A minor, you know, starting on G. Oh no. I know the first four notes right off the top of my head. I guess I know all of them off the top of my head, that three, because it's two holes, half, hole, half. The three holes kind of get me. I'm not sure why. I feel like there should be a half step in there somewhere in between, but there isn't. I missed a note there. Anyways, back to practice. Like, there's not a single song I've been trying to learn recently that doesn't involve some sort of borrowed chord, modular interchange, or a key change. It's really annoying. I could just be like really lazy about it, right? And then just like play the note over the chord. But I'm gonna make a bass joke right there, but bassists deserve more respect than that. Unless they're just like a complete chungus bassist, then. Or they're just like doing it for chicks, right? Like, I really only know like one like bassist in real life, I guess, and he was the most music orientated guy out of any musician I've met so far, outside of me. But he was the one that kind of encouraged and inspired me to, you know, continue growing as a musician. But I'm like an online person, I like Davey 504, Charles. I think are incredibly talented, wonderfully skilled people. I know I'm missing someone else. Adam? I always see him on keyboards, I never think about it. Rob plays guitar, right? Like he had a guitar come out? Or was that a bass? Man, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be like, I'm kind of sad, disappointed in myself. It's been a while. I'm trying to think of who was on that. It wasn't Musicians Mansion. It was a little like mini series he kind of did. Could someone get that guy sponsored, please? Or I could cook, right? That's what I do. I'm really good at feeding a lot of people in a short amount of time. I know he was complaining about that in one video I was watching. I was like, I cook. I cook for a living. Were there any? I can't think of. God, I hate saying that. Because it sounds so offensive, doesn't it? Yeah, we went into Hawaiian Bros. I know there was someone cooking, but I have no idea who it was. Like, oh, thanks. It was really good though. afternoon, you just try to do the same thing you always do. But see, it's different here. We get that F sharp. A little cheese right there. Oh no. Oh shit, motherfucking ass. Sometimes the slop gets the better of me. Sorry, I'm gonna. It was a good day. It was a good Saturday. I really didn't mind today. Nothing about it needed to be minded, so I paid it no mind. But I do feel like I got to the end of my day, and I haven't really accomplished anything. But time wasted is not time enjoyed. Is not time wasted. Like if I die happy, is that good enough, right? Cannot die with shit tones, and I'll be way pissed. Just feel like hammering out power chords. I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe that's the simplest thing to start with. Is it a D? It is. But it's not a complete because it's you flatted this one. I don't know what that one is. So, is it this seven? It's not. No. Like, yeah, it would be. Okay, never mind. I'm done. I always think it's 7 notes in a scale, right? So 8 is 1, and 1 is 8, right? open strings a lot, so maybe for me it's, you know, I suppose everybody's a little different, right? It depends on your style of playing. But I hate when I open up a scale and one of the open strings isn't there. It's like, oh. I can't just like hit that string if I get lost or something. Or if I just like need a note to fit right there and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. It's a wonderful safety net. That's a little pingy right there, isn't it? My hand's fun vibrating. Oh, I had a good idea. I was on Amazon, just browsing the wares, right? And I was I saw like foam paneling I could stick on my walls. And I was like, this might be exactly what I need. And it would kill the natural reverb, right, of this cement basement wall surrounded by dirt, but I also think you'd add a lot more clarity and a bit more dynamic punch to it, instead of just constantly hearing something. And it's really cheap too, and then, you know, maybe like, I don't know how much, I don't think you'd care. I feel like she would say something. Like, hey, could you not play, you know, your guitar super loud in the middle of the night all the damn time? Play your video games at night, play your guitar in the morning. I never have any motivation in the morning though. I'm always so grouchy. It's like, first thing I have to do when I wake up is like, go grab my soul and can wrestle him for an hour. Just like the life has just been drained out of me. The great words of Tom Dark, stop gooning. My gamer subs. Go Team Venture. military mastery. A moment of silence. You know, all memes aside, I think it's important to remember that everybody's important, you know. Everybody has something they were meant for. It might not, you know, be very obvious, you know, and you probably like fuck up a bunch of shit. Or maybe you don't, you know. But I don't think those people need to be told. They probably already know their purpose and their role. Or maybe you're, I don't know. I'd be curious to know how many successful people feel like they have, you know, found their true selves, right? Have truly like ascended to a higher vibration. And kind of understand the impact a role player can have in a game. I feel like I haven't like talked to enough people. Like I've talked to a lot of people, but I never like. It's always like shallow, surface level questions and casual dialogue, right? But I also never knew how to like approach certain subjects, right? Or how to like get people to open up. Or why would I even want them to? Like, I don't give a shit. I want to talk about me, and you know, I want to open up. And you can do that, right? But if, you know, the other person, it's a, you know, it's a two-way street, right? And if you're just flooding traffic into one place and you're not getting any reciprocation, you know, it could be uncomfortable for both sides. You know, you gotta stay comfy, right? Stay comfy. Trademark Lily Peachy. I ruined my moment of silence. God damn it. I'm gonna show you. We can practice. I drank all my chocolate milk. for the kingdom eternal and thy power divine. Amen. There's little Smokies in the back with Kool-Aid. There's rides if you need them. We have a barbecue with slip and slides coming up next week. It's good to community, right? What was I? What did I do wrong? I used an F instead of the F sharp. So is it just the F and the C? No, it's the F and the... It's just the F. That's really cool. Let me think. It's the E minor. It's not C major because that's C and A. Is it? I'm trying to think. Sorry. Where is that is the one. Oh, it's two. G major, E minor. Is that right? Yes, that's it. Yes, it is. Right? No. Nope. Nope. Yes. I'm right. Okay, never mind. Interesting. It's just... What's it for major, though? Oh, what is it? Two? Oh. Two forward or two back? Why didn't someone just say that earlier? That'd be so much easier than looking at the circle of fifths and trying to figure it out from there. Is it always the third? No, because C major would be, you go back to, right? B, A. Which would be 7, 6. The sixth position in a C major scale would be its relative minor. And the second position of a minor scale is the relative major. I can see how that could be useful. I feel like there's a lot of hey guy. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. We met Hunter x Hunter, I want to say. It's good to meditate and be mindful and practice martial arts. I got my... Let me just flex a little bit. myself. I just realized he asked me if he left a bunch of books here the other day. I still need to check, right? Shit. My bad, my bad. I've sharp diminished. I don't know if that is a bar. It's diminished, major, major, minor, major, minor, minor. Hold on. What if I go backwards? Major, that's a major. Major, major, minor. Because there's, hold on, how many? There's 7, right? First one's minor, second one's diminished, and I have, what's that number? That's 5. And I already have 1 minor, so 2 of these are minor and 3 of these are major. There's also probably a better way to think about it, but diminished, major, minor, minor, major. Major? What? Hold on. Okay, so let's use A minor, right? Because that's easy. A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor. Okay, yeah, okay. So, major, major, minor, minor, major, diminished, minor. Or, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. A little tedious, right? But I've memorized the stupider shit in my life. Is my phone plugged? My phone is plugged in. Okay. Hey now, be nice. It's a D major and E minor, really? It just sounds weird. Yeah, okay, so E minor, G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor. Why does that, like, seem right? Why does that seem wrong? Why does that seem, like, really, like, why don't I like that? Why am I so grouchy? I ain't grouchy. Scales to chord, thank you very much. Open in new window. And we hit E, Aeolian. That is an aioli. That's a mayonnaise. Or, it could be, here's a mayonnaise, based sauce of sorts. Something aioli. Avocado aioli. Just avocado mayonnaise. Egg based, not oil based, excuse me. Too much fussiness. Okay, B minor. C. B minor. C. Minor. C. C. B minor. B minor. D. B minor. D. B minor. G. B minor. G. B minor. G. Goddamn, sorry. B minor. G. B minor. E minor. B minor. B minor. B flat minor. That's kinda cool. Oh wait, how would I just... I don't like the... I want it to... That's kind of tough. I guess I could hold the chord right and then slide into it. Have to... Okay, hold on. I feel like if I practiced that, I could get it fast enough, but there's got to be a smarter way to play that. I think that it like loses its the leading effect it has though. I guess I could have somebody else do it, right? Like I'll just play that part and someone else plays the chord. Earlier, and I noticed they have a lot of like synths that just sound like really loud sirens. Like I like turn it all the way down and it's still louder than every other track I have put together combined, or like, you know, I'm like, why is it so? And I get that it's like a lead, right? It's like synth lead. It's supposed to be big and explosive, but it's like, holy shit, guys. This thing is really loud. I can give you an example really quick. It's gonna sound like shit because I'm playing it through my phone. Well, actually, it'll come on my Bluetooth speaker, but that's almost worse because it's not stereo. But you should get two of them. Imagine the production value at that point, dude. We'd be. I think that's pretty fucking funny. Like this guy talking about production value, like the fuck. Just, you know, I thought it might be nice, right? I should just let myself laugh. you know, I should just really just get into it, but it's like, I got a lot of shit I want to say, and I gotta get all this, like, bullshit out of the way, you know? If I spend 10 minutes rolling down the floor literally laughing at my own joke, it's not... I don't need to, like, you know, like, play it up, right, or anything, or be extravagant, or exacerbate, it would be, like, exaggerating, but, just have cue cards, you know. That was a joke. Yeah, joke, laugh, lol. And a laugh track, right? Get to sound more with the laugh track on. Be a sponsor. You be a sponsor while you're at it, you know. Just make Cook on the show, right? Just like you, Cook. I'm sure there'll be some, like, you know, just something, right? There's just, I can't really explain it, right? It's like lightning in a bottle. That's why I'm recording all of it for hours on end. Alright, I was looking for my really loud synth. I don't think I saved any of them with my really loud synth. This is really cool and I enjoy this a lot. So that's all. Shouldn't just be all in manner, shouldn't it? I don't think I ever use any other key or scale. Oh, sometimes I do, but now I'm recording in GarageBand, random. why change it, right? You know. What could another key possibly? Oh, here's the kick. Here's the kick pattern I came up for. Dude, this shit goes hard, bro. Check this out. I know shit hits, doesn't it? Yeah, it's the same thing all the way through the song. Fucking knocking, bro. Man, don't stop. Doesn't ever stop. All the way through. Turn down. Watch out. Yeah, no, I don't repeat a single thing. Yeah, nobody will talk. Shit. Yeah, I'm trying to like, create my own sound, right? You know, really. You know, it's like a cookie cutter, you know, bullshit that gets put out, you know. Chorus, verse, what's that, bro? I just record and let it go, man. But yeah, I had the lead kind of way turned down on that, and you can barely hear my drum set. Or, I mean, the drum, whatever you want to call it, I don't give a shit. Can't remember what chords I was using in that, so I told you and probably sounded like shit. But I really enjoy that. I'm pretty sure it just should be A, C, A. Excuse me. I really like the violins in GarageBand. I wish I could I wish I understood how to play violin. So I could feel like I'm not doing the instrument justice at all. I also just kind of feel very like, I listen to like Lindsey Sterling and I'm like, how do I do that? I don't know, it was like years of practice, right? But hard work and dedication of trying to make a light of it. Please, I drank a lot of chocolate milk. I'm really thirsty. It's 8-9, not 0-9. God damn it. I should just be able to remember them, right? I was just practicing. Let's see. E minor. E minor, D major, C major, B minor, A minor, G major, F sharp diminished, pulse play minor, Sounds so cheesy, but I can love it. It's just, it's not like that's cheese, but it's like, it's just kind of like cheesy, like a cheesy bread, you know? Like a Pitbull beat. That was some side of the game. That was unnecessary. He was just the last song I heard that had that, you know, bump, 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 bump. I guess I kind of do the same thing with my beats. Just a little faster. Nah, bro, I don't want to smoke, bro. Yeah. It was, you know, that bump, it like just I don't know, it just cheeses me out. Excuse me, goddamn, thirsty. A person shouldn't speak so openly when they're as ignorant as I do not know his catalog that well. Opens the catalog, pump, 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 pump. Party on, party on. A gross misgeneralization. I don't know. I try not to be Did my fingernails get longer in the last hour? What the fuck? Yes, yes they did. My tone's on junk and garbage, but why do I feel like there's no treble anymore? What happened to all my treble? Not that I particularly like treble, but does the overdrive just add like a fat layer of treble to it? Like here, we're just gonna. You don't need overdrive, you need more treble. Don't tell me what I want. Unless you have something nice, then maybe, I don't know. You can tell me. I'll probably buy it. I can't get the pattern down. What's up? Yeah, my stream's on. Careful.
What's on?
My stream's on.
Oh,
Just recording.
but he wants to see you play.
Alright. I'm just kind of practicing some chords.
He's on TV too. Can you see him? Come on. Come here.
I stand on one foot too much and it really in practice posture. I don't know where I want to go. Because I have these 7, this one, this one, this one, uh-oh. A minor, B, A minor, B, C. This one now sounds kind of weird. That's a big
Like that.
Did the string just break? No, I'm just being weird. I always, It just because I played it so much. Is my string gonna break? Is that? Can you hear that? Is it my string tree? My tree string? That's really easy, seriously. Or I could play it like. That was really cool.
Can we try it? Lunchtime?
Yeah,
Let's see.
go for it. I've been wanting to. I should have went to the pawn shop when I had these last couple of days off.
See?
Can't let my motivation slip away like that. Oh, that's really interesting. I just found this new tool that lets me.
Oh.
Sure, you kind of get the idea, right? That's obviously the guitar, and then the
See that?
all those notes are the notes that make up the
He's
chord.
smart.
A little bit.
That's what he's playing. I can't read it.
Kind of.
That's where he puts his fingers. See? You can play the guitar, buddy. Do you know how? No. Maybe. I think they can read.
I mean, if they're that
He told me he could. Oh. Speaking of being told something, the Holy Spirit told me that Victor passed away.
really.
Yeah.
That's
I have no confirmation, but I mean, it is the Holy Spirit. I
yeah.
asked him straight up with my mind. I didn't vocalize it.
I'm sure. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm sure it'll drop down the the grapevine. But
Maybe nobody knows.
I'll say that. Yeah, that's possible. I didn't know Rob died for a long time, or Grandpa Vic.
What's the matter? Cold? What is it? Okay, we gotta go. See, it's on TV.
Yes, I am. I will be immortalized in YouTube forever. I will exist until the
What was
YouTube
that?
servers go down. Was it? It wasn't a mouse, was
Is there, you got a cat?
No, I do not have a cat.
Oh, it was a recliner. No, something moved.
I've been noticing something clicking, or it sounds like a mouse trying to climb up my Xbox speakers, right? Or not my Xbox speakers, my Xbox cable, but also
That was.
I also will the last one that was in here.
It looked like it was like this.
It might have just been a shadow. The way I got the lighting set up is really
Okay.
casts a lot of shadows.
All right. See you later.
Yeah.
Tell Jacob bye.
What time is it? I've been doing this for too long. It's already 4 G's. Oh. The last time there was a mouse, though, it would crawl right in front of me. It was very easy to identify. And I keep hearing something like it's like houses creak and stuff, but it's I know the difference between the floorboards above me and the sound coming from the ground. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. You know, that could be possible. I have been known to hallucinate things before, but this one doesn't have an emotional value attached to it. It's just like, something over there made a sound. What could it be? I don't know. It could be thermal expansion or I have listed out last. Well, there's only been 2 in like 2.5 years, and we leave the doors open. And we have birdseed. I think they really like the birdseed. I'm gonna look at it. I will exist for eternity. Thank you, Google. I wonder how many like YouTube channels there are that like just, you know, completely just some dude recorded his entire life, right, and then died, and it's just like there. I imagine that could be like some of the like most awesome videos ever for like a family member to, you know, like have and discover and find, or like some of the most like depressing, bittersweet, just terrifying things you could ever imagine. So is that just, no, show me all of them. Okay. I can still just, that just makes like any chord, right? Like, because they're A is the 1, 2, 4th. am I doing? This is E minor 7th. What would be? Has anybody seen the new Happy Gilmore movie? I thought it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought Adam Sandler was cooked. I thought that guy was cooked. Oh, he's gonna be older than that. Fucking balls or shit. So it's something like that. Did they already do a dodgeball too? If they didn't, they need to do. I feel like they did, but Siri, where are you? Right in front of me, Siri. Oh my god, you grouchy bitch! Oh, it's because I garage banged it. Siri. Hey, Siri. Did they make a Dodgeball 2?
Yes, the sequel to Dodgeball was announced in April 2023. This answer is from Parade.com.
Hope Adam Sandler's in there. You know, put him in any role, like, fuck it. I mean, there's gonna be, like, someone's gonna have a problem, right? And it's gonna be conflict, right? And he's gonna have to get the team together, right? And then the team's gonna have to overcome a challenge, right? And then win the tournament, right? Ooh, big surprise. And it's just gonna be, you know, gonna be a bad guy. A hot girl, bad guy, you know, badder guy, just, you know. Oh my god, I was high when I said that. I wish I could get the voice down a little better, but I watched that movie like every day of my junior year in high school. Shit, man. I have no qualms with today. Seems alright. Seems chillin'. Put this Gunner bait on my Apple Music, my god. I'm really thirsty, so we're gonna end this.
I wanna be your endgame.
Oh wait, hold on, not endgame. I did it wrong. Oh, I ruined the big reveal. Damn it. Give me. G-A-E-C. Whole song, easy.
dreams. You should see the things we do, baby. In the middle of the night, when my dreams free, I know I'm gonna make you say are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Let's begin.
guess I was technically not practicing on my guitar earlier. I was doing I was playing with loud air horns in GarageBand, right? So I was like, this is a lot of fun. Wow, 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 wow. Did I save any of it? I don't think I saved any of it. I really wish I would have. Alright, because there's the violin thing, the fuzzy synth. Oh, you guys want to hear my other one? This is my other one. This is my sick beat I dropped. You know, it's pretty dank. I'm supposed to play something over this, but I'm just kind of listening. Fucking furnace, man. Did anybody else feel Lonely Island, right? That's probably it. I just some fucking incredibly bad feelings off that real hard. What wasn't this? What's it on? Oh, it was on. Of course. Of course. What is this? It's a shitload of ass. It's a shitload of ass. just want to hear it. Let's see what it sounds like. I really like. Excuse me, kind of getting thirsty. I think some of those foam panels I was talking about would really spruce up the place. I wonder, it should be saved in. I should just have I have a shared folder, but I never put the fucking shit in the shared folder. You know, how fucking smart is that, right? It's not even a piano. Add track. Keyboard. More sounds. Synth leads. Raw lead or hyperdance. Dance anthem, hyperdance, or raw lead. I think. Oh wait, hold on. Let's try to judge from really quick. Not too much air. I already hear it, right? I missed a note. That sounds like farts and farts and bogus. Hold up. I could probably but I want to see Dance Anthem really quick. I feel like that one goes hard. bullshit. Turn the phaser off, please. My God. Like, why is detuned even like a thing? What the fuck are you guys listening to? You're definitely not hearing the same fucking the same sound. Right in the middle. Can I just turn it? I know I can just turn it off actually. Hold on. Track settings. No plugins and EQ. Effect EQ off. Oh wait, which one did I turn off? I didn't turn off any of them. Why come effect EQ? Okay, so it's just it's just ass all the time. You just can't get rid of it. I remember why I done like, oh, we still got hyper dance though. We might be saved. Like so loud. Or is it just my speaker? My speaker just can't handle that low. Some more of these. Now, if I could just actually do the music thing right, you know, it should be fire, be lit, dude. Big barbecues and slip and slides and. Alright, I want to give it one more go. I feel like my last run didn't really. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I thought I'd be able to kind of find what I was looking for a bit sooner. I should have. Melody is good to be depressed. It's alright. I mean, yeah. If you want to listen to Meteor, just go listen to Meteor. And what are you supposed to do? Like, do the same thing over and over again for hours on end, day after day? I don't think to do that. I would lose my mind. That's also why it's like that, so I don't have to worry about that. I can't lose my mind. It's it's interesting, right?
Was a killer the first time that I saw you. Wonder how many
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We're working on it. I know I got a team on it, so. In my dreams, right? In my dreams. In the middle of the night. In my dreams. You should see the things we do, baby. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. I guess I could just play the. Excuse me. I can't figure out what I want. It's because I want to just play it in open, but I probably could, but work fine. No, it wouldn't. It would fine. Anyways, I'm hungry and thirsty. It'll be better next time. I thought I could get it out a little more on a dry run, but I should have known. Probably gonna mount I just don't know if I want to drill a hole in the wall just to be like, oh, let's put it over here, you know, like, this was a bad spot, you know, we might move shit around, something. I do want to paint though. I gotta paint the other side of this wall, cause it's kind of leaky, but it's a very, very, very small leak, and it's not coming from the wall. It's coming from the ground. It's like a fountain. Doesn't happen anywhere else. It used to be kind of bad in the utility room that houses the water here, but after I sanded and painted, we've had no such problems. It's been quite nice. Where do you go? Why is it not? Why are you being grouchy? Quit being grouchy. Have I lost the perfect spot? Is that enough clearance anymore? Like, what the fuck happened? The other way. But then it might slide off, and then it's not where I put it. Greasy. Uncomfortable. Still looking for an editor. I was really hoping Broden would swing by, but I should have known. I exist to no one. I'm just an entity in the abyss. But I think if I maybe tag something or have a good title in my description, yes. Oh my God, this guy's a genius. Who would have thought adding relevant information to, you know, what people see might like get exposure, right, or create clicks or views or something, but that is not it's not what you're doing. Then what are you doing? Well, I'm playing my guitar. I just have a bunch of questions, you know, like like how do I achieve my dreams of, you know, retiring in 5 years and doing it by playing my guitar. I like to sing and dance and play my guitar and be a positive force, you know. But I don't want to be like forcefully positive, because I feel like that defeats the purpose. Like if you aren't, you know, like genuine. There we go. That's another word, genuine, right? Because I think I'm genuinely a positive person. The other day I was thinking about like people being fake nice, and I was like, I'm kind of like fake nice to everybody I meet, you know, because it's like I don't. I mean, not that I don't want to talk to them, but it's like my life would just be really easy if I could just wake up and play Genshin Impact for 12 hours and, you know, take bong loads till I pass out and get in food binged coma, you know, and just wake up and do that over and over again. Like, I talked to plenty of people. I've made a bunch of friends on Genshin, or like I already have a bunch of friends and family or whatever, you know, but if I could just not have to go to work, right, that'd be really nice. But you know, everybody's got their trials and tribulations, and I gotta quit being a wussy and deal with my own. I think I had a point, but it gets lost along the way of my incoherent thoughts that just rabble on, and I babble. Is it important? I'm sure there's bits and pieces. I'm sure there's like a lot of soft hills being dropped throughout, but I'm not going to tell you where. It's like a puzzle, right? You know. I would love to know, you know, your thoughts and your opinions, comments, questions, suggestions. I am open to anything, and everything, except for stuff that makes me uncomfortable, and that's generally just stuff that makes other people uncomfortable too. Pretty regular guy. Like, if there was like a, you know, if you had like 10 questions you'd go around asking every guy my age, I bet that'd fall right in the middle. You know, I'm pretty average. A little bit short, but I don't really think that, you know, there's a lot of short people out there that are doing wonderful things. Yeah, anyways. Actually, I need some eats and I need some drinks, and I need to practice a couple of things. I also need to go to Target before I go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna switch out this lotion. Been meaning to. I got the wrong kind of lotion, and it makes my eczema grouchy as fuck, and it's like, yeah, it's not gonna work. Luckily, I kept the receipt. Yeah, smart thinking, you know. Stay a while and listen. What do I hope to accomplish with this? Just be forever immortalized by Google until, you know, the magnetic discs or the, I don't really think they're using, I mean, maybe they are. I imagine it's a cheaper form of storage than using SSDs, but if it's just a bunch of SSDs, I'm not 100% sure how those work. Now it's like the USB stick, but that's something I'm a little ignorant on. I understand that old school hard drives are spinning magnetic discs, which honestly still blows my fucking mind to think about. Isn't gravity and electromagnetism kind of the same thing? I know it's all like electromagnetic and like light's electromagnetic radiation, right, or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm trying to connect dots that don't need to be connected. It's irrelevant to what I am trying to accomplish. That was the question. What am I trying to accomplish? Be forever immortalized by Google, and then maybe I want to enjoy myself along the way. And I suppose if like I was to ever meet somebody who was like could be of service to me, I could be like, here is what I need you to look at, and you know, give me your thoughts, comments, questions, suggestions. I'll even pay you to do it. And if it's like $10, I'll pay you right now. or like, I don't know, like a shitty cover band, right? Like, they get paid to play other people's music. There are some cover bands that get paid a lot of money to play other people's music, and I'm like, wow, you guys like absolutely fucking suck. And you're making a lot of money. I'm not gonna say I'm jealous because I would hate to have to play other people's music, but I am skeptical about my views and my beliefs and my motivation and my ability to do something to generate revenue through what I love doing. But I never really had any talent or skill until a couple years back. It was probably like 5 years ago when I was like, whenever I opened up GarageBand for the first time, I suppose, was probably when I was like, oh, like, this is how I do it. This is what I've been missing in my life for a while. Along with drum tracks into metronome, those were huge game changers. Because I already understood music theory. Music theory was like one of the first things that I understood. But I didn't know how to like use it, right? It was just a bunch of letters. Right, it's just a bunch of letters without any rhythm. I mean, you can play whatever note you want, but if you're not, on time, you lose your job. I feel like it's a very relevant thing right there. Very universal kind of analogy there. That was my next thought. Yeah, okay, so I figured out how to write a song, right? Or play in a band, or be able to collaborate with other musicians. I don't know. I haven't seen a concert lately, but I'd have to do some more research too. I'm not really sure. There's something I wanted to say, but it might be like a really ignorant statement for me to make, so I'm not gonna say it. And I don't know how like numbers compare to like ability versus like perceived ability versus sheer data, right? And where do you like draw the line between accessibility and creative genius? And then how much money do you have to spend for that accessibility, right? What are you willing to sacrifice, right? But if I have nothing to sacrifice, does that affect me? Have I been gatekeeping myself because I have this perceived idea that I have? There's no point in wasting opportunity though, or now that you know better, just do better, right? It sucks. We didn't know before, but now we do. Hold on, I'm almost done. Hold on, give me a minute. Sorry, just a second. That was a really bad time. My thoughts just got fucking train wrecked. Damn. It's not really important anyways right now. I'll have another chance to explain my thoughts and feelings on random shit. Yeah, don't waste opportunity. And I'm not done yet. You guys have a good night. Jacob Evans. I'm signing out.